Hello, guys. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, teacher.
Hello, Justin. How are you? Are you fine? Ready?
Yes, teacher.
Perfect. Hello, Mr. Omin, Mr. Joel, Mr. Mario. How are you?
Hello, teacher. How are you?
Good evening.
Fine.
Good afternoon, Mr. Omin. How are you, Mr. Mario, Mr. Omin? Are you ready?
Ready, teacher.
Excellent. That's amazing. So, guys, today we're going to start with a new topic, but first of all, tell me, what did we study last class? What did we study? Do you remember, Mr. Osmin or Mr. Joel? I don't know.
Indefinite pronouns, teacher.
Can you give me
One and ones.
Okay, can you give me an example, please, Mr. Joel?
For example, um, I bought three. I bought three pencil. Um, one blue and two red ones.
Okay, that's a good one, right? Or you can say, I bought three pens. Which one do you want? For example, that's another example, right? That's good, great. So, today we're going to start with present perfect. I don't know if you have any idea about present perfect. Instead of me, do you know something about present perfect? Okay, that's okay. Okay, that's good. So, today we're going to start with that. So, I want you to pay special attention to this information because this is not a difficult one, but you must pay special attention, right? So, can you see the screen that I'm sharing, Mr. Huertas? Are you able to see that? Yeah?
Sorry. Yes. Present perfect.
Excellent. Good. So, here we have this present perfect. The present perfect tense is a rather important tense in English, but it gives speakers of some languages a difficult time. That's why I told you that's no difficult, but you should pay special attention to this tense. That is because it uses concepts or ideas that do not exist in those languages. In fact, the structure of the present perfect is very simple. The problems come with the use of the tense. I guess in Spanish we have a structure similar to this, right? But maybe in other languages they don't have like um, we can say a similar tense like the present perfect in English, right? And the structure, you're going to see that's very easy. You should learn the past participle of the verbs, and you're going to use also the auxiliary has or have. But we're going to study that then. So, how to make the present perfect tense? First of all, guys, you need the subject plus the auxiliary have or has, depends of the subject that you have, right? After that, you're going to use a main verb, right? But in this case, you're going to use that verb in past participle. After that, you're going to have the complement. For example, I have seen ET, right? If you notice here, you have the subject I, Then the auxiliary have, in this case, you're going to use have because you have I here, right? Also, you have the verb in past participle and the complement. So, I have seen it, right? Or you can say, you have eaten mine, right? So, notice again, subject, auxiliary have, then the main verb in past participle. You have eat, ate, and eaten, right? And that is the complement. How to make the present perfect tense, but in this case, the negative form. First, you're going to have the subject plus the auxiliary have or has. For example, if you're using third person singular, he, she, and it, you're going to use has, then not, and the main verb complement, right? For example, she has not been to Rome. If you notice here, you have first the subject, she, that is the third person singular, that's why you're using has here. Then not, right? That's the negative sentence, that's why you need not here. Then the main verb, but in past participle, been. You have be, right? You can have is, are, or in past was, were, right? And been is the past participle of that one. So she has not been to Rome. So in Spanish, we can say something like, ella no ha estado en Roma. That would be like the meaning Spanish of that sentence. This is a negative one, right? Also, we have not played soccer. Subject, auxiliary, not, main verb in past participle. And you're the teacher, but that is simple past. No. Yeah, simple past and past participle of irregulars or reverse are almost the same, right? Then you have the complement. So we have not played soccer, right? Also, if you want to make questions, yes, no questions. First of all, you're going to have the auxiliary have or has, depends of the subject that you have. Then the subject plus the verb, this will be the main verb, right? Plus the complement and question mark, right? So, have you finished? Right? So in this case, first the auxiliary, then the subject, then you have finished, that will be the main verb, and in this case, the question mark. How would you answer this question? Have you finished what? Have you finished your homework, for example? You can say, yes, I have, if it is affirmative, or if it is negative, you can say, no, I haven't, or I have not. That's almost the same, right? So in the answer, you're going to use the word yes, if it is affirmative, then the subject, and also the auxiliary have in this case. So, have you finished? Yes, I have, or no, I haven't, right? So, also pay special attention to the subject that you have there, right? Where has he been? Also, you can have WH word questions, right? First of all, you're going to have the WH word. It will be which, where, when, how, etc. Right? Then you're going to have the auxiliary. In this case, has, because you have he, right? Then the subject, the verb or the main verb in past participle, and also the question mark. So, where has he been? Remember that this is a WH question, so you should answer completely. So we're going to use an affirmative sentence here. He has been at home, right? So this is the complete answer, right? So where has he been? He has been at home, right? So you can have just no questions and also WH questions, right? In present perfect, right? So contractions with present perfect also, here you have these. The positive or the affirmative, you can have I have seen her. You've seen her. So you can make the contraction here, right? With the pronoun and also the auxiliary have. Or you can say also he has seen her, right? She has seen her, or it's seen her. Also you can make like the abbreviation of the short form here with the pronoun and also the auxiliary. Remember that you're going to use has with he, she, and it. Third person singular, right? Also the negative form. I have not seen her. Or you can say, I haven't seen her. In this case, you can also make the short form with the auxiliary and the word not, right? Or if you have third person, you can say he has not seen her. This will be the long form. And also you can say she hasn't seen her. That will be like the short form, right? So there you have some contractions. Also when you have questions, in this case, first of all, remember the auxiliary have or has, depends on the subject, and also then the subject or the pronoun, the main verb in past participle. I will show you the list of verbs, and also the complement. So, have you seen her? Or you can say, has she seen her? And remember that you have two options. If you're going to answer in an affirmative form, you can say, yes, I have. Or, yes, he has, right? Or no, I have not. Or you can say, no, I haven't, also, if you want it. Or no, she has not. Or no, she hasn't. So take notes of these guys. This is very important, right? How do we use the present perfect tense? This tense is called the present perfect tense. There is always a connection with the past and the present. So, we use the present perfect to talk about what? Experience, change, and continuing situation. So, there is always a connection with the past and the present. Remember that the simple past, that is an action that finished in the past. But in this case, when you use the present perfect, that is an action that started in the past, but still continue in the present. So that is the present perfect. And we're going to use it for experience, change, and continuing situation. For example, present perfect for experience. Can you help me read?
Present perfect to talk about experience from the past. We're not interested in when you did something. We only want to know if you did it.
Excellent. So, notice this. We are not interested in when you did that action. We only want to know if you did it or not, right? So, for example, I have seen an alien. So, we are not going to ask, oh, when did you see that? Or when have you seen that alien? No, right? So, we're not interested in that. Just, that is like, I have seen an alien, and that's all, right? You don't need to ask for extra information in that case. Or you can say, he has lived in Bangkok, but you're not asking when or, yeah, what time or something like that, right? That is like, we only want to know if you did the action, right? So, that is present perfect for experience. Oh, so you have another one. We have never eaten caviar. I think we will be discussing, but that's good. So we have never eaten caviar, right? So that is for experience, right? Also present perfect for change. Kenneth, help me read it, please. Ah, okay.
We often.
Yes, we often.
Yes. We often use the present perfect to talk about a change or new information.
Perfect. So for change or new information, or when you have something new to tell, you're going to use the present perfect. For example, I have bought a card. That is a new information, right? For me and for you, that is a new information. So I have bought a card, right? Or you can say John has broken his leg. That's a new information, right? So John has broken his leg.
Present perfect for continue this situation. We
This
we
is
often use the present perfect to talk about the continuous situation. This is a state that start in the past and continues in the present and will probably continue into the future. This is a situation, not an action. We usually use for our signs with this structure.
okay. Thank you, Mr. Smith. So for continuing situation, that is an action that started in the past, right? But still continue in the present, right? Or in the future, maybe also, right? So, and also here you can use for and since. Also, we're going to study that later, right? For example, I have worked here since June, right? So, I have worked here since June. That is an action that started in June but still continue in the present, right? Yo he comenzado a trabajar aquí desde junio. Yes? So that is an action that started in the past, in June, right? But still continue because I'm working here now, right? So, he has been ill for 2 days. Yeah? He started feeling maybe ill 2 days ago, but he still feel ill now. He's feeling bad, right? So that is an action that started in the past but continues in the present. So for and since with present perfect tense. We often use for and since with perfect tense. We use for to talk about a period of time like 5 minutes, 2 weeks, 6 years, etc. Right? So, in that case, we're going to use for to talk about period of time. So I have been working here, or I have worked here for 6 years, for example. Or I have studied English for 2 weeks. So in that case, you're using a period of time. We use since to talk about a point in the past time. For example, 9 o'clock, 1st January, on Monday, right? So you can say, I have read this book since 1st January, for example. Or I have, you can say, gone to the park since Monday, for example. So that is a point in past time. So in that case, you're not going to use for. You need to use since, right? Here you have more examples. I have been here for 20 minutes, right? So in that case, you're using for. I have been here for, that's a period of time for how many minutes? 20 minutes, okay? I have been here since 9 o'clock. That is a period of time, right? But in this case, we're using since. So since 9 o'clock. He has worked in New York for a long time. That's another one, right? So don't forget this structure. First of all, you're going to have the subject, the auxiliary, the verb in past participle, the complement, and also in the complement you're going to use for. And then, in this case, a period of time, right? He has worked in New York since he left school. That's in the past, right? Left school since that time, right? So, since. I guess you have this list, but I'm not sure. So, here you have it. And here I have a list of irregular verbs and also regular ones, right? And here you have simple present, simple past, and here we have the past participle. This is the tense that we're going to use, right, when we talk about present perfect, right? No simple past, no simple present, no. We're going to use the past participle. So I want you to learn the past participle of the verbs. For example, be, been, become, became, begin, begun, bleed, bled, etc. Right here you have the past participle. For example, burn, burnt, right? Buy, bought. That is the same of the simple past, right? Maybe do. Look at this one. Do. In past, did. In past participle, done, right? Also, you can have drive, drove, driven. I have driven my old car since 2 years, for example, right? So, also you have give, given, go, went and gone, right? Also, here, her, right? You have many. Think, thought, also, win, won, write, wrote, and written. That is the past participle, right? What about our regular ones? You can have cold, cold. Here, these are easier than the regular ones because here you have the same simple past, right? You say accepted, adored, agreed, right? So I just need that you learn the past participle of the verbs. I guess I will share that list with you now in the chat for you to have it, okay? So try to learn the past participle of those verbs. We're going to do the first exercise, guys. Here you have these. You have more information. This is like a review. It says, I have eaten or he has eaten. Remember that you're going to use has with what? In this case, third person singular, right? So, I have not eaten, that's another one. Or you have not eaten, that's a negative one. And also the questions, have you eaten? Or I have, yes I have, or no I have not, or haven't also. Complete the sentences below, use haven't or hasn't for negative sentences. Here you have the first one. I'm really hungry because I, and you have it, that is the base form of the verb between parentheses. So, I'm really hungry because, if you're going to use haven't or hasn't for negative one, so I haven't eaten. That's why I'm really hungry. Yes? So you're going to use the verb that you have between parentheses, and also you're going to decide if you're going to use the negative form or the affirmative form, right? Let's do the number 2 together. Here you have this. Mary do, that's the main verb, her homework. And that is a question. Look at this. Question. So, you know that first, that is a yes, no question, you are going to use what? The auxiliary. And you have here Mary. So that is third person. So you can say, has, right? Has Mary what? Do. What is the past participle of do? You have done. Done. So, has Mary done her homework? So that is the question. And that's affirmative. So, yes, she what? We need to use the same what? Auxiliary in this case. So, yes, she has. Perfect. So, has Mary done her homework? Yes, she has. Right? What about the number 3? Let's do this one. That's a question also. Look. So, which could be the auxiliary? Have and the verb see. Which could be the past participle? See. Seen. Perfect. So, have we seen that movie? That's the question. So, I can't remember. That would be the answer. So, have we seen that movie? I can't remember, right? So, I want you to work on those sentences, guys. Try to answer them correctly. And then we're going to check them together. you're going to have around 4 minutes for you to work on them, okay? Then we're going to check the answers, right? Remember, guys, if you have questions, doubts, just raise your hand and I will try to help you, okay? So, work 4 minutes. And if you cannot mute your microphone, you can participate on the chat. And I will send you the list. I guess I can do that, right? The list of verbs here in the chat. I will try to, okay? So, work on them, guys, okay? Go ahead. Okay, let's check the answers. What about the number 4? Oh no, what? That is an affirmative one.
I have lost
Excellent.
my cell phone.
Excellent. I have lost my cell phone. Excellent. This is an affirmative one. Very good. What about number 5? No. Pat and Zoo, what?
Don't arrive.
Don't?
Haven't arrived.
Yes.
Haven't arrived.
Haven't arrived. So remember, Mr. Mario, here you're going to use haven't. No, don't, right? This is present perfect. Okay, so no, Pat and Zoo haven't arrived. They're not here, right? What about this one? Mr. Smith have breakfast. Which could be the answer for that one? Mr. Smith. Yes? Which could be? That's a question. So, yes, tell me.
Has Mr. Smith had breakfast?
So, has, yes, Mr. Smith had, right? Had breakfast. Perfect. Very good, Mr. Royal. Thank you. Let's see 7. Let's see 7. I'm nervous. Kenneth, which could be the answer here? I'm nervous. That's negative, I guess. Yes? I'm
I asked you.
I haven't. Yes, I haven't. What?
Will.
Flown. Yeah.
Flow.
Flown. That's the past participle. Flown, right? In plane before. What about the number 8? Mr. Omin, do you have it? That's a question. He called, no, he. So that's a question. Mr. Osmin, do you have it?
Yeah.
Yes? You have he, right? So, has he called? Excellent. Has he called? No, that's negative. No, he hasn't, right? Because that's negative. So, has he called? No, he hasn't, right? What about this one? 9. Do you ever write a poem?
Have you ever?
Have you? Yes. Have you ever what? What was the question?
Writing a poem.
Written, Mr. Mike. Written a poem. Perfect. So, have you ever written a poem? That's good, Mr. Mario. So, that's written. What about 10? I'm not happy. I still find my cell phone. Which one will be that one? Yes? I'm not happy. I still, tell me. Tell me, Justin or Jeffrey.
Haven't since teacher.
Haven't found. Okay. Remember that here, Jeffrey, you need to use the past participle. So, haven't found, right? So, I'm not happy. I still haven't found my cell phone. Okay. Thank you, Jeffrey. What about 11? You decide. What have you decided? Right? Excellent. Decided. Good. Have you decided what food you want to order? Uh-huh. That's okay.
What we want to order?
Excellent. That's okay, Mr. Mario. Nice. 12. Sarah read the magazine I gave her. That's a question also. So, has, yeah? Tell me, Mr. Joel.
Has Sarah read the magazine I gave to her?
Uh-huh. In this case, has Sarah read
Read.
the magazine I gave her? Yeah, that's good. Remember, it's read, read, and read again, right? That's what good.
Okay. No, I don't remember.
Yeah, that is almost the same spelling, but different pronunciation in simple past. But that's good. Thank you. 13. Kenneth, what about this one? 13. That's easy. Yes.
How?
Have?
How?
Yeah. Have you put? Remember that put is put, and that is the same, right? So have you put all your toys away? Excellent. What about the number 14, Mr. Oming? Do you have it?
Yes, teacher.
Okay.
Has
Hasn't, that's negative. It hasn't rained.
Rained.
That's regular one. So it hasn't rained for a very long time. Okay, good. And the last one, Jeffrey or Justin? Forgot. No. No. So I think I have
I think have forgotten.
Forgotten. Yes, that's good, Mr. Hoy. No, forgot. The same. I think I have forgotten to buy some bread. Okay? So don't forget these, guys. You are going to use subject, auxiliary, has or have, then the main verb in past participle, complement. Okay? So don't forget that. Let's continue. Let's do another activity. Here you have complete these 16. You're going to have 16. Let me try to do it a little bit bigger. Okay. So it says, oh my God. Okay. So complete these 16 sentences to score your knowledge or present perfect. So you're going to choose. You have there a sentence or a question or a negative one, and you're going to choose the correct form of the verb. For example, it's a great movie. I have that blank, right? That movie many times. So if we're using present perfect, right? Here you have 3 options. A, saw. B, seen. Or C, see. In this case, right, I have seen. That would be the correct answer. So, it's a great movie. I have seen that movie many times, right? So, you're going to choose the correct answer in this case, right? So guys, you're going to have 3 minutes, okay? Please choose the correct answer and then we're going to check the answers together, okay? So 3 minutes, go ahead. Remember, if you have questions, just raise your hand, okay? Go ahead, work. 3 minutes. Okay, are you ready? Mr. Jordi, can you please tell me the answer and read the whole not conversation, the whole sentence? Can you? No? Mr. Jordi? Or just write the answer. Okay, that's good.
Have you ever eaten really strange? Have you ever eaten really strange or interesting food?
Excellent. So that's letter A, right, Mr. Jordi? So have you ever eaten? Perfect. Excellent. Thank you, Mr. Jordi. What about the number 3, Mr. Mario Chavarria?
Do you yet? Yes, he have.
So letter B, Mr. Mario? Have your brother talked to you yet? Yes, he have.
Letter B, teacher.
Letter B? What do you think, guys, about that one? Is it okay? Letter B? Remember, Mr. Mario, that here you're talking about your brother, that is he, and also here you have he. That's why you need to use has. Yes, Mr. Mario, that is has. So, has your brother talked to you yet? Yes, he has. Aha, that's the correct one. Okay, thank you, Mr. Mario. What about you, Mr. Joel, number 4?
Okay. My family and I have flown to many different countries around the world.
Excellent. So that's letter A. Have flown, right? So my family and I. Excellent. Very good, Mr. Joel. Thank you. Jeffrey, please, number 5.
Little B, teacher.
Letter B? Let's see.
Yeah.
My sister has never ridden a bicycle. She is afraid that she will fall off. So, letter B, yes. That would be Jeffrey. No, I. A, B, or C? Do you know?
Letter B?
Letter B, yes. Right? So, have you talked to Mr. Perfect? No, I haven't.
Haven't.
Yes, that's correct. Thank you, Mr. Joel. What about Justin? I'm sorry, but I. Yes?
Letter B, teacher?
Letter B?
Yes.
No, right? Here you have I. Look, I. So, I haven't finished my homework yet. So, that is letter C, Justin. Okay? So, thank you. Mr. Osmin, 8.
Yes, teacher. Have you finished your lunch yet? This is letter C.
Letter C, yes. Right? So, have you finished your lunch yet? Yes, I have. Excellent. Thank you, Mr. Osmin. Let's
Okay.
see. Jeffrey, 9.
Little B, teacher.
Letter B? Let's see. Eva, Tomas, and Robert Hong Kong many times. Been to, but you need the auxiliary, Jeffrey. So, have been to, right? Hong Kong many times. That will be the answer, okay? What about this one? 10. Kenneth is not here, so let's see. I've cleaned the kitchen, but the living room yet. So, here you have haven't cleaned, or have cleaned. But here, yes, tell me. A, B, or C? Let's see. Letter B says Mr. Jordi. So, yes, haven't cleaned. That is the answer. Yes, thank you, Mr. Jordi. That's good. What about 11, Mr. Joel?
Have you ever seen a ghost? Yes, I have.
Excellent. Yes, I have, right? It's a letter A. Good, thank you. Mr. Jordi, 12.
Has your teacher graded the test? Yes, she has.
Okay, so in that case, that's letter A, right, Mr. Jordi? So, has your teacher graded the test? Yes, she has. Good, excellent, thank you. Justin, 13. What about this one? 13.
Letter B, teacher.
Letter B. So let's see. She has a car. So she has driven there many times. Perfect. That is letter B, Justin. Good. Thank you. And 14, Mr. Mario. Oh, sorry. Osmin. Mr. Osmin.
Have you did your homework?
Did? But that is simple past.
Okay.
You need the past participle, Mr. Osmin. No, the yeah.
I don't.
Done. Aha. So, have you done, right? Your homework? Yes, I have. Right? So, you need,
Okay.
yeah.
Sorry, teacher.
Yeah, you need here the past participle. Remember that, Mr. Osmin. Thank you. That's good.
Okay.
Mr. Mario.
When have you been? I think letter C.
Letter C. When have you been? But look at the answer. Fine, thanks. So,
Oh.
how? Yes. How have you been? Fine, thanks. Right? Good. And the last one. Have you finished answering all the questions yet, ever, and never? Which could be the answer for that one? Mr. Joel?
Tengo dudas entre yet and ever, teacher.
Yeah, never. Okay. So in this case, yeah, that's good. In this case, you should use yet. So, have you finished answered all the questions yet? When you have questions and also negative sentences, you're going to use yet, right?
Okay.
So, have you finished answering all the questions yet? Right? Excellent. So, Mr. Joel, tell me, how many good answers do you have? How many good ones?
15 answer.
15. Wow, that's great. Amazing. Nice. What about you, Mr. Jordi? How many good answers do you have? $12. Okay, that's a good one. Nice. Good. And you, Mr. Min, how many good answers do you have?
And
11? No?
12, teacher.
12. Oh, that's great. 12 good answers. That's good. Excellent. So, guys, the last activity before we finish the class. So, I want you to write down one affirmative, one negative, and one interrogative sentence in the chat. That will be the last activity for this day. One affirmative, one negative, and one interrogative here in the chat. Okay? So, write them down. You're going to have 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Write down. Okay? Go ahead. 3 sentences. One affirmative, one negative, and one interrogative. Okay? Go ahead. Work. Okay, let's check your sentences. Let's see, Mr. Joel. I have worked at the police for 25 years. Excellent, that's good. That's an affirmative one, Mr. Joel. Good. Let's see, Mr. Mario, have you ever played tennis? Yes, that is correct, Mr. Mario, but don't forget the question mark because that is a question, right? So, have you ever played tennis? Question mark, okay? Very good, Mr. Mario. Have you called her? That's good one, Mr. Joel. Have you called her? Good. And 3, I haven't visited to my mother yet. That's amazing. Very good, Mr. Joel. Let's see, Mr. Mario. Do you have a green card? Yes, I have. No, Mr. Mario. In that case, remember that you're using present perfect. And do, that is the auxiliary for simple present. So, in that case, you should say, have you, for example, have you had a green card? That would be possible, right? So, have you had, a green card, right? So that would be, and the answer, yes, I have, right? So fix that one, Mr. Mario. Remember, do is for simple present. And when you're using the present perfect, you need to use have as an auxiliary, right? So, Mr. Osmin, I have seen this movie once. In that case, once, Mr. Osmin. So I have seen this movie once. Okay? Let's see, Mr. Jordi. I have a lot of shoes. But that is simple present, Mr. Jordi. So you can say, I have had a lot of shoes. In that case, that would be present perfect, right? So I have had a lot of shoes. So check that one, Mr. Jordi. Have you seen my book? Okay, that's amazing. And I haven't talked to my friends since yesterday. Okay, you can say that also, right? So just check the first one, Mr. Jordi. Okay? So guys, I don't know if you have questions about present perfect. Next class, we're going to continue practicing this, but I don't know if you have questions. Is everything clear? Yes?
All clear. Yes, teacher. For me, is everything clear.
Is it easy, Mr. Joel?
So.
Kind of. Okay. Okay, that's good. So guys, this week you're going to find the second evaluation in Google site. So please don't forget to do the evaluations. And if you have any comment, any question, just ask me, okay? So do the evaluation, guys, okay? And also, I want you to read the evaluations very carefully. Sometimes I made some mistakes and the students didn't notice. So please read the evaluations before answer them. Okay? So, and if you don't have questions, guys, I guess we're going to finish the class right now. And don't forget that you're going to find out the second evaluation in Google site. Okay? So guys, have a nice week.
A question, teacher.
Tell me, Mr. Mario.
The evaluation, when to finish?
I guess we're going to finish we can say the last day. I guess that will be on Saturday, maybe Saturday or Sunday. Okay? But I don't know yet. I will let you know later, okay?
No, la anterior, la que puso que cuando finalizaba.
Oh, last Saturday, Mr. Mario. Or Sunday, I guess. Last Sunday, yes. Did you do the evaluation, Mr. Mario?
Yesterday.
Yesterday. Okay, I will check that one, okay? So don't forget to do the evaluation sometime, Mr. Mario.
Okay, teacher.
Okay. So guys, have a nice weekend. Take care a lot. Bye bye.
Have a nice day, teacher.
Thank you.
Thank you, teacher.
Thank you, teacher. Have a nice day.
Have a nice day. Take care. See you.